Project AI/ML Chatbot Development and Testing Process. Description: YAML representation of the software lifecycle development and testing process for an AI/ML based chatbot. Processes: Name, Requirements Gathering. Description: Gather and document functional and non-functional requirements for the chatbot. Inputs, Outputs, Requirement Specification. Name, Design. Description: Design the architecture of the chatbot, including intents, entities, and dialog flows. Inputs, Requirement Specification. Outputs, Chatbot Design Document. Name, AI/ML Scripting. Description: Write AI/ML scripts based on the designed intents and responses. Inputs, Chatbot Design Document. Outputs, AI/ML script files. Name, Implementation. Description: Develop the chatbot application integrating AI/ML scripts and necessary functionalities. Inputs, AI/ML script files. Outputs, Developed chatbot application. Name, Unit Testing. Description: Test individual AI/ML scripts and components to ensure they function correctly. Inputs, AI/ML script files. Outputs, Unit Test Reports. Name, Integration Testing. Description: Test the integration of AI/ML scripts with the chatbot application. Inputs, Developed chatbot application. Outputs, Integration Test Reports. Name, User Acceptance Testing (UAT). Description: Conduct testing with end users to validate chatbot functionality and user experience. Inputs, Developed chatbot application. Outputs, UAT test reports. Name, Deployment. Description: Deploy the chatbot application to production or testing environments. Inputs, Tested chatbot application. Outputs, Deployed chatbot. Data stores. Name, Requirements Repository. Description: Storage for the requirement specification documents. Name, AI/ML Scripts Repository. Description: Storage for the AI/ML script files. Name, Test Reports Repository. Description: Storage for all test reports generated during testing phases. Data flows. Name, Data Flow 1. Description: Flow from requirements gathering to chatbot design. From requirements gathering to design. Name, Data Flow 2. Description: Flow from design to AI/ML scripting. From design to AI/ML scripting. Name, Data Flow 3. Description: Flow from AI/ML scripting to implementation. From AI/ML scripting to implementation. Name, Data Flow 4. Description: Flow from implementation to unit testing. From implementation to unit testing. Name, Data Flow 5. Description: Flow from unit testing to integration testing. From unit testing to integration testing. Name, Data Flow 6. Description: Flow from integration testing to UAT. From integration testing to user acceptance testing (UAT). Name, Data Flow 7. Description: Flow from UAT to deployment. From user acceptance testing (UAT) to deployment. External entities. Name, Stakeholders. Description: Provide requirements, feedback, and approvals throughout the project lifecycle.